Hi, class. I am Professor Anderson, and this is our one Zoom session meeting for the quarter. Happy first day of the quarter. I'm glad you're all here. If you're not able to join the Zoom session, don't worry because the link will be posted to the course page. And it should be pretty quick unless there are a lot of questions from people, which is fine. I just want you guys to know some important information as we start the class. So the first thing that I do want to mention is if you have taken classes with us before, you probably noticed that the course program looks a little bit different this time. And I know that might be a little bit confusing. So if you have any trouble navigating the course page, just shoot me an email and I can help you out. And I also recommend going to the GMC online student resources because they have a lot of helpful tutorials for navigating the course page as well. So let's see, what is the first thing that I want to talk about? Okay, so the drop add period is basically dropping the class. It'll allow you to remove the class from your schedule early in the quarter without having any academic or financial consequences. And the drop add period here at GMC is usually the first 4 weekdays of a quarter. However, in the case of this quarter, drop add will run through January 17th. So that means that you can drop the class through January 17th without any academic or financial consequences. And if you need to do that, you will contact your graduation coach. I, as an online professor, cannot drop you. I don't have that ability. So you'll have to go through your graduation coach to do that. And so withdrawing from the class is what will happen if you need to remove the course anytime after January 17th. And that lasts basically January 18th through 1 week prior to the end of the term. So for this quarter, that would be March 2nd. It's not the same thing as a drop, and there's some things you have to know about it. There are 2 types of withdrawals. An IU withdrawal, that occurs when you don't participate in a weighted course activity for more than 12 days. And then I have to withdraw you according to that policy, and you'll receive a grade of IU, which is like receiving an F in the class, and you'll be removed from the class from that point on. And a lot of people have questions about what constitutes a weighted activity. So that means posting in a discussion forum, doing a skill building activity post, as well as turning in an essay or taking an exam or quiz. All participation in the weighted activity counts toward attendance. So things that do not count toward attendance would be just logging into the course page, viewing some of the course pages, doing practice quizzes. Since practice quizzes are an actual grade, they don't count as a weighted activity, or any other non-graded course activity won't go towards your attendance. The other type of withdrawal is a W, and that occurs when you send me an email requesting to be withdrawn from the class. And one important thing to mention is that you can't request a withdrawal anytime after the 12 days. So if you need to withdraw from the class, you have to do that before your 12 days of non-attendance goes through, or else you will have to go with the IU. Let's see. Okay. The impact of a drop or a withdrawal. Obviously, the best option is to always try to stay in the class until the end and complete the course with a passing grade. But if you have to leave a course before it's over, a drop at the beginning of the term is far preferable to a withdrawal, because a withdrawal will count against your attempted hours if you're receiving financial aid, and a drop doesn't. So if you ever have to request a withdrawal from the class, obviously the one with the grade of W is preferable to the non-attendance withdrawal that gets you an IU, because the W won't affect your GPA like an IU will. However, it can still adversely affect your financial aid because it still counts towards your attempted course hours. So you do want to talk to your graduation coach before you make the decision to send me an email withdrawing from the class. And even if a course attempt ends in a withdrawal, like an IU or a W, it's still better to stay in the course as long as you can versus withdrawing earlier in the quarter, because the longer you stay in the course, the better it will prepare you for success in a future quarter, taking the course again by familiarizing yourself with as much of the class material as possible before attempting it at a later date. Okay, let's move on to the week 1 deadlines and the discussion forum guidelines. Forum guidelines and the weekly deadlines are explained in the following places. You can look at the discussion forum guidelines section of the course syllabus, the frequently asked questions link on the main course page, and the discussion forum grading rubric inside the grading rubrics folder on the main course page. And remember, for week 1 of winter quarter, the first post deadline for week 1 discussion forums is Friday, January 13th at 11:55 p.m. And week 1 ends on Monday, January 16th at 11:55 p.m. So that's a little bit different for the first week of the quarter. After that, discussion forum post will always be due on Wednesdays, and the weeks will end on Sunday nights at 11:55 p.m. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about the online resources that are available to help you as the quarter goes on. You'll see the Smart Thinking link on the course page, and that is free tutoring 24/7. It's a really great resource to be using. They have tutors there that, like I said, can help you any time of day, whenever you need it. So you can find that link on the course page. And then I also recommend reviewing the MLA how-to guide linked in also in the class student resources. And we'll be reading all of our papers in MLA format this quarter. Some of you may be familiar with it. If you're not, by the end of the quarter, you'll be a pro, so don't worry. But definitely review that as you're writing your first response papers this quarter. I also recommend looking at the student resources link. Like I said, it has a ton of helpful information and tutorials for how to check things, how to move around the course page. So definitely check that out. We also have a library FAQ and an Ask a Librarian feature. And I can send out the link to that. Our GMC online librarian, Ryan Taylor, is awesome. So you can email the librarians with any questions that you have. Let's see here. I think that is pretty much all I wanted to cover. Does anybody have any questions? Great. I don't think anyone has any questions. If you have any questions in the next few days about the week 1 work or getting used to the course program or anything like that, send me an email. I am happy to help. I am here to help you be successful. So just email me. I'll always get back to you within 24 hours, 48 hours on weekends, but usually it's before that. So like I said, I'm here to help. So just let me know what y'all need. All right. Bye. Thank you.